Hey, we are back. Nice. Okay, yeah. F.A.M.E Weekly Talk. You guys know how this works, man. We do this every week right here, right here. Did I just say right here? No, right here. Okay, on this Instagram live. Okay, this is going to just kind of like drive me absolutely insane if I can't get this centered. Is it all in my mind? In my mind. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. It was just like get center, get center. Okay, anyway, guys, so we're back. You know we do this, man. Every week, right here on this Instagram. This is the F.A.M.E Weekly Talk, food, art, music, and the environment. Coming to you guys from Barbados, just in case you're wondering, all right? Miss Gamaktia, that is my name. And yeah, this week's theme, because we have a theme every week, all right? This week's theme, it is soulful. Yeah, soulful indeed, all right? What does that even mean to you, man? Where do we go? What is this soul about? All different definitions, all right? So people call it air soul as well. Yeah, that's a whole other story. But anyway, guys, so we just had a chat with Miss Samara. Yes, rapping something Samara. And of course, remember, guys, we have a giveaway. So you got to tag 3 friends. Of course, share the video, tag something Samara as well for your chance to win these earrings. Okay, and now we're moving on over to music, all right? We're going to be chatting with Miss Rochelle Griffith. She's going to be sharing her story with us. And then we head on over to the hills. Oh, let us have a conversation. Let us have a conversation, all right? Cocoa. You can go and get some cocoa for real. Because you know I do love cocoa. I really do. Okay, Cocoa Hill Farm. That is where we're heading, all right? You're going to have a conversation with Mr. Patel. Mahmood Patel. Let's talk to him, all right? But up next, we have Rochelle Griffith. Let's have a story. Let us have a chat. Where's my coconut water? It's Rochelle here. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? That is just lovely. Oh, my God. Let me coconut one call for my water. We're family here. We can drink together, man. It's good. We need to stay hydrated. So, up next, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with Rochelle Griffith. You know, we're going to talk about, she just did a show, right? She just did an online something. Yeah, we're going to chat about that. She's going to share her story with us. You know, let's get to know her. And of course, make sure that you guys spread the word and tell a friend to come on over. This is the F.A.M.E Weekly Talk, food, art, music, the environment. And follow us, F.A.M.E Festival _ Barbados. We do this every week right here. Okay. Miss Rochelle, we're going to chat and have a conversation. Yes, we are. Oh, how was your week? Did you guys have a good week? I asked earlier, did you plant some seeds? Are we having good thoughts? Are we having bad thoughts? The bad ones is quite fine. Yeah, last week was International Mental Health Week, right? So, you know, it's okay. We need a good balance, you know, and then you just dust it off and move on again, all right? Yay. Yay. You can put them right there. Thank you very much. Yes, there's fine. No, there is fine. There is fine. There is fine. Okay. Oh, Rochelle.
Hi.
How are you?
I am doing fine. How are you doing?
I am fine, thank you. Oops. Did we just move there? I was just having a conversation. Okay, are we good now? Life and balance. Yes. Welcome to F.A.M.E Weekly.
Thank you.
Looking so lovely. Oh, it's a little bit. Is it? Yeah. Moving now again. Okay. There we go. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing okay.
A little tired?
A tiny bit. A tad bit tired.
Well, you know what? Yeah. We're going to do this. Make sure we get all the information out.
You can take, however, I'm not too tired for this. I'm not too tired for this.
Listen, getting your rest is important.
Yes. It is.
Get rest. Okay? Wow. Like I said before, welcome to F.A.M.E Weekly Talk, and thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
So, Rochelle Griffith, singer. What else? What do we need to know?
Singer, songwriter, session vocalist, backing vocalist, beginner's vocal tutor. Yeah.
You know, a lot. Keeping very busy.
Yes, that's true.
Wow. And obviously, you have a passion for music and you love doing it, hence why.
I do. I actually have a tattoo here. It says music
Uh-huh.
is my religion.
It is. Music is your religion. And look at me
It's
leaning
what I believe
forward as
in.
if I can see it. I'm
Let me
like,
see.
where is it? Like, I can see it. Like,
It's right
oh,
here.
there it is.
Let me see if I can get the light
Music.
or something.
You know what Twice said?
Can't see it.
Music is my religion. Okay,
Okay, yeah.
Olivia. Wonderful. And you've been doing music, singing. How did it all get started?
Okay, so I started singing. I started singing from the time I was 8, like everyone else in church. My dad had a mini mart, so he used to do karaoke, and I had to do karaoke every weekend. Like I had no choice. Every time I had to do karaoke. So I started there. I started in church. I started singing at school. And then when I finished school, I joined the band To My Hill. When I joined them, we were called F.A.M.E, and then we were called Nexus, and now they're To My Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been with them from.
Yeah, I started with them. I turned 17 when I started with them.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. And you're still with them.
No. I started with them when I was 17, and I wasn't in the band. I stayed with them for about 4 or 5 years, and then I did my own thing for a bit, and then I started on the cruise ship.
Okay.
So I went from the cruise ship, and then I started doing land gigs. So I do contracts 3 to 6 months out of Barbados every year. So this is the first time I'm home for so long in about 7 years. Yeah.
How was that going?
Yeah. I have my bad days. I have my days when I want to leave and I just want to do something. I just want to sing for people. I just want to leave Barbados. I just want to get out.
Yeah.
Get a different feel for something else, for a different country. But we have no choice now, so.
I know, right? I thought about that today. I'm like, oh God. And I love Barbados, and when I leave Barbados, I miss it. I absolutely do.
I do. That's the thing. When I'm out of Barbados, like I miss my family and my friends. That's it. Yeah. But then after a while, like the 3rd month, the 4th month, I'm like, okay, mommy, I miss you so much. I want to come home. And then when I'm back here, I'm good for about 2 weeks. Once I see my friends and I refuel and I get my laughs in and I get my peoples in, I'm like, okay, it's time to head back up.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Sounds kind of like, okay, understandable, right? I get it. So you're singing, you're doing backing vocals, you're doing everything pretty much, right? You write your own music? I
do. I'm in the process of working on my EP at the moment, and I'm working on 2 singles, and we were looking to release them around my birthday, but then certain things happen and certain setbacks. So we're looking at end of the year release or early January.
Early January or end of the year.
Yeah, cross the fingers for me. So like early January, yes. Early January.
Crossing everything. Okay. Yes. So then look out for that 2-track. Yeah. You know. And the name, do you want to share the name with us or just keep it like a kind of secret kind of thing?
So kind of it's a secret at the moment. I can give you the vibe. It's an island feel, but it's sultry, very sexy, very sensual.
In the light market.
Hey!
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So that's the vibe that I'm going to be releasing this. Yeah, that's the vibe of the songs I'm going to be releasing.
Oh, wow. Okay. I want to know when you're writing a song, where do you get your inspiration from? Like,
I get my inspiration from the producer I work with. His name is Brad Griffith. Brad Griffith. I get my inspiration from my friends that support me and really want to push me and see me do good. Yeah. I get my inspiration from life. I get my inspiration from my niece, who's my everything. And I get my inspiration from myself wanting to do my own stuff, wanting people to hear my music, wanting people to hear hear about my life, hear about my story through my music. Yeah, I have lots of inspirations. I make it my business to be inspired.
Wow. See? Yeah. Inspire yourself, man. That's how it's done. And how long have you been really writing?
I've been writing for a while. But it comes with fear.
Sorry?
I feel like it comes with fear. I've been writing for a while,
Uh-huh.
but I feel a lot of writers go through this, a lot of singers, a lot of artists go through this. They're scared to see their music.
Okay.
Are you hearing me? Okay. I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
you were
because it
stuck
kind
for
of
a
stuck
moment.
for a little bit, so I just wanted to make sure that it's not like stuck, like it's freezing a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, we should be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been writing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So this EP is gonna be me releasing those fears and saying, you know what? People are gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it. I just stick it to my guns
Yeah.
and believing in myself. I feel like that's the most important thing I need to do. Believe in myself and believe in my work. And then, because I can't expect people to believe in me and believe in myself if I don't believe in it myself. So I think I have to start first,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully, again, fingers crossed, people love what I do, and people and people love what I release, and people love what I put out.
Okay. See, so we're keeping our fingers crossed. We're sending good love and
Yes,
light.
please.
That we're
Yes.
going to accept it with open arms, sharing your story with us. And I got a hug. Yay! Got a hug, Margaret. Today's Margaret's birthday. So yay!
Hi.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday wishes. You're gonna have
Happy
some rum and
birthday.
cake. I promise
Do
you
you want
that.
me to sing happy birthday really quickly for her?
We want to sing happy birthday in the middle of the interview for Margaret. Show your hands at least. Let them know that she's exists.
What?
Hi.
Wait! What is happening? Guess what, right? So this is what usually happens, okay? This is all about, we're like family here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get something. Did you have the charger? Wonderful. Our lovely speaker, just as soon as you're about to sing happy birthday, it just was like, wait, hold on. Not quite yet. So we kind of just have to like keep the audience, like we're still here, people.
Yeah,
About to charge. We have a conversation with Rochelle. She's going to share her story with us. And she is sharing her story with us. Listen,
yeah.
vocal coach, she's like doing, I'm going to have to let you run through that list again, just so I can just hear you say it again, okay? Everything that you're doing, everything that you're involved in as well. And she's about to sing happy birthday for Margaret. I am going to really and truly, she's getting the charger together. Again, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for being so patient with us.
You're welcome.
Being so patient.
You're very welcome. Love you too.
So you know what? In the meantime, while we're waiting, I'll just ask you this, okay? Some of the artists that you've worked with, but before we get to that, actually, the genre of music. What kind of genre of music do you do?
For my originals I'm going to be releasing.
Okay, actually, I can't hear a thing. Hold on, Rochelle.
Okay.
Are we getting it? My sweet Margaret. Who just flashed her peace finger and then it just like completely went. Are we getting it?
Are you here? Yay, Rochelle!
Hi.
Yay! And we're
You can hear me now.
back.
Okay.
So back. We're just gonna sing you happy birthday, okay? To your finger. She's here. She exists. It's real.
Yay.
So happy birthday to you, my darling. Okay? Right. Back on track, all right? This genre of music that you're involved in.
Mm-hmm.
What's the genre of music that you do?
Okay, so the music that I'm going to be releasing is totally different to music that I'm going to go out and party to. And let me explain this, because people always ask me, like, what kind of music do I listen to? What kind of music do I love? And what kind of music do I perform when I work? And I say, I love soca. I love partying to soca. I love partying to dancehall.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go sing soca. I'm not going to go sing dancehall. That's not me. However, the two singles that I'm working on is a fuse. So it has the island vibe, but it's still R&B, it's still pop, but not like pop, like Katy Perry pop, but it's more subtle pop. It's not like the bubblegum pop kind of thing, but it's But it's more like a subtle R&B, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like the definition of pop has changed throughout the years.
Of course.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
has.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're looking forward to that.
Yes.
Early January or by the end of the year. We're keeping
Yeah.
our fingers crossed for that. So the music that you are known for here,
Mm-hmm.
the genre, like you just explained a while ago, we can find you performing where?
Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I usually perform out of Barbados between 4 to 6 months a year. So now that I've been home for so long, and there's hardly anything going on, I haven't been performing locally as much as I like to. However, and then that was crippled by crop over because crop over is my time of the year, my time when I make my money, my time when I do most of my work. So all of that came in one, and all of it meshed together. But I've been getting a couple gigs. We've been working. I'm so grateful for that because I know of artists that are struggling are struggling right now. I know artists that haven't been working since March. But to get back to the question, the kind of music that I do hear when I do perform, it would be soca when I perform it with soca artists. If I have a private function, we usually perform what the client wants.
Okay.
Instead of me performing whatever I want to perform,
Yeah.
we usually please the client and do what they want to do. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. They're paying,
Yeah, they pay, so I do what they want.
Yeah, makes sense. And who are some of the artists that you've worked with here in Barbados?
I've worked with, I think we had Hyper Sounds last week. Worked with Hyper Sounds the week before. Hyper Sounds, Lead Pipe and Status.
Okay.
With,
wait, hold on. So the work that you would do with these guys would be backing or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So Lead Pipe and Status, Hyper Sounds.
I've worked. How am I not rattling off these names? I've worked with Father Foss. I've worked with Maloney. I've worked with Faith. I've worked with, why can't I remember these names? Biggie Irie. I've worked with Edwin. I've worked with almost everyone you can think of that does soca here. I've worked with.
Oh my goodness, that's impressive. And again, you meet different people, build a network. So obviously that kind of, we were saying that earlier, right? That women, sometimes in the business, women, you can network and meet people and get your feelers out there and so forth, right? Okay, great. I want to know, right? Is there just because I'm curious to know, is there a line or something like you did in a song? I don't know, that you can probably remember? One of the songs that you did back and
one
forth?
of them. There was a time Hyper Sounds did a release and he put it on YouTube, and I'm not sure if you are familiar with it with his songs like that, but there's a particular voice that goes through the song, very sexy kind of a, and the person commented and said we always know it's a Hyper Sounds song when we hear that voice, or when we hear that sound in the background. It's a very
So you're the voice. I was curious. I was like, wait, is this really and truly?
Yes.
Oh.
I've been questioned a lot about that song. Guys, okay? So yes.
Put your request in, okay? I'm just saying, all right? Put your request in. Now we know for sure. Yes. Okay. So you did a virtual concert recently.
Pardon?
You did a virtual concert recently.
Yes. Yes, this one is with Biggie Irie. Well, no, not Biggie Irie. We did one, but I did a couple actually. I did a couple.
Okay.
They haven't been shown on the internet or social media or TVs yet, but I did one with Biggie Irie, and then I did a Jackie Opal tribute. We did that a couple of weeks ago. It's soon to be aired. So yeah, like I said, I've been one of those artists that I give thanks because I know of artists that are struggling right now, and I give thanks every day. Every time I get a call, say, hey, Roshi, can you do this job? Hey, Roshi. And I'm like, God, thank you. Thank you so much. Because nothing is, and you know what's a big pet peeve of mine? When artists speak about it, and they say, we're not getting any help. We're not getting any help at all. And someone says, you guys are looking for handouts. I mean, no, we aren't. We aren't looking for handouts. when people have charity events, when people want to raise money, they call us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last Saturday, we were the ones that put on an event for a fellow musician in need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful. So to answer your question, we haven't been doing, there's not a lot of work going on, but I'm just grateful for everything that comes my way. Yeah. So the two concerts would be the Biggie Irie concert that has to be aired and the Jackie Opa one. Yeah.
So we're gonna look forward to that. I'm sorry, I was so in thought process when you said that you just stay so grateful, like all the time for whatever you get. You
Yeah.
Just stay grateful. I find sometimes when you do stay on that kind of vibration, it just kind of brings more, right?
I tell people all the time, being grateful is like the closest thing to magic that we experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the process? You want to share the process with us?
Yeah, for sure. I've had many ups and downs, and throughout all of them, I tell myself all the time, Ro, you know, a couple years, you probably wouldn't even know me. People that I met last year wouldn't know me. I met 2 years ago would know me, because of that happened. And like for my birthday, I make it a very big deal because 7 years ago I would have been off the face of the earth, you know. And I made it a mission. I made it a goal. I made it something to, even if I wait until 11:59 tonight to say I'm grateful, God, thank you, I make sure and I say every chance I get. And what fuels me to do it is when I see the magic that comes with being grateful, and that inspires me. Because some people, they don't have that inspiration, you know, and it can be sucky to pull that inspiration from here, there, and everywhere when absolutely nothing is going on for you. So I think, again, I'm fortunate enough to see the benefits of me being grateful, and that fuels me to continue to be grateful. You know, like I've seen the magic in it. I've seen how my mind, my thought process changes. I see how I deal with people. I see how people deal with me, and I find that the more I'm grateful for something, the more universe say, hey, Ro, take that. God say, hey, Ro, take that. You know what I mean? So I still practice, and I find the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And then it becomes so natural for you. You don't even put it on. You just wake up and say, okay, I'm grateful for this. Or I'll be driving. Like this morning, I was driving to a photo shoot, and I was in the car, and I was just saying, I was driving. So someone was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and we were driving, and outside looked so beautiful. It was like minutes to 7. Outside was so bright. It was so green, and I was like, God, like, thank you for this rain, though. Like, Barbados looks beautiful again. And when I started there, I closed my eyes. I was like, God, I'm so thankful that I have a photo shoot to go to. I'm so thankful that tomorrow I have a job. Tomorrow, the end of the week, I have another gig. Next week, I have one lined up. And even if I don't have, I'm like, God, I'm grateful for whatever you send my way. So I'm always prepared and open to receive whatever is coming to me. Even if I feel like nothing is going to come right now or next week, I'm so open, like, hey, you may miss me today, you may miss me tomorrow, but shout me next week, you know? I'm here open and ready and waiting.
Look at that. So easy and so simple. And
yeah, it's so simple. Yeah.
And the closest thing, you know, I mean, just hearing you sharing that with us, you know, sometimes, like you said, it's so hard if nothing is happening for you to kind of feel grateful, you know, but just the little things, you know, I mean, not to sound cliche, but it really makes a difference. It really does, right?
And I try to, like, for the ones that aren't inspired and don't feel inspired, because I know how hard it is to pull inspiration from out of the air, you know? I always try to say, you know, be grateful for the friendship we have right now. Some people don't have that. Be grateful for the fact that you have a phone to talk to me. Some people don't have that. Like, you don't have to sit down and be grateful for, like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have this big job coming up. I'm so grateful for this money that's coming my way. Instead of saying, you know, I'm grateful that I have eyes and I can see my friends, I can see my family. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my sister. Some people don't have that. You know, every day you're waking up and you hear about a death, you hear about a shooting, about someone dying. And I always, when I do that, I even say, you know what, God, I'm so grateful that all of my friends are here. And again, it starts there and then it continues. So it's like a practice. So I always tell my friends, just start somewhere and they'll come naturally. Just start.
And you do this, and again, this has to do with and it might sound very strange, this has to do with maybe like a diet concept, that you get to stay on such a good, positive vibration. And when I say diet, I mean, diet is not just what you eat, it's what you watch, it's the music you listen to, it's the people you hang around. This pretty much stems that you get to stay in such a good vibration all the time, being so grateful. Is it like a all day thing?
No, not even by the slightest. It's not, on, I think either Saturday or Sunday, it was mental health day. And I had like this whole plan to do a video talking about mental health and being grateful. And I had it saved in my phone to release. And on Thursday, I had a not so good day. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. And when that happens, I feel like everything around me is crumbling. And I did an interview with Millie a couple months ago, and I was telling her, sometimes when I feel like my walls are crumbling and everything is shattering, I go and I look in the mirror and I have tears in my face, and tears are strolling on my face, and I am saying, I am so grateful, I'm so strong. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't like that. I want that at least I tried. I don't want I didn't try. I want that I say, you know what, Ro, you tried your best today, and today's probably not going to be a good day. And I think that helps accepting that just like how you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. But people are so stuck on the good days, and people say this too shall pass. Your good day will pass, and you will have a bad day. And I feel like I've accepted that those days will come. And when they come, sometimes I break down. Some, like everyone else, sometimes I don't want to call anyone. I don't want to hear anyone. But that day, I remember I was totally out of it. And my friend, I want to say hi to Dominique, family turned friend, and he's like, Ro, you're so strong. Like, today was nothing. You are doing so good. You're gonna be so good. You are so strong. He kept repeating this all the time. He's like, Ro, this is just one day out of how many days? Yesterday you were good. This morning you were good. Tonight you're gonna be good. And mental health day came, and I felt so guilty to release a video like that, knowing how I felt the day before. And I didn't bother to release it, because I also felt like people expected me to do it because I'm so into mental health. But now I'm in the practice of not doing what people want, and doing
what's working for you.
Pardon?
Or doing what's working for you.
Exactly. I'm in the, and I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I'm surrounded by so many people that put themselves first. And for some reason, I've never pulled that from them up until now. Like, everyone around me put, like, their priority. And sometimes I love it, sometimes I don't, but all of my friends, and I sat and I studied it. I'm like, Rose, why aren't you like this? You attract what you are. I'm like, but I'm attracting the total opposite. So I feel like, so there's a cliche saying, God doesn't come, but he sends. Mm-hmm. And he sent a group of people surrounding me, that's showing me the yang to my yin, because I'm not that. I always put people in front of me. I always think about what people are thinking. I'm such a huge empath. I'm a sponge. So like, I can see you now, right? And if I see like a certain change in your face and your body language, I am taking it all. I'm like, hold on, are you okay?
Rochelle.
Is everything okay?
Listen.
I was like, how are you? Let's stop this conversation for a minute. Are you okay?
Yeah. I am in the habit of doing that as well. And I also realized something, all right, not to cut you off.
That's okay, go ahead.
Sometimes, and I this dawned on me like 3 days ago. As much as I don't want to quiet my mind, I just wanted to just blend in like background noise and everything, because it's not going to happen, right? That's just what I believe, okay? And outside of meditation, all of that, I find myself sometimes, like you say, you wondering what somebody's thinking. As much as we say, or I would say, I don't really give a shit what you're thinking. That's whatever. I don't care. I do what I want to do, sometimes you still find yourself thinking, like, I wonder what, like you said, right? You have to stop the conversation, ask if everything is okay with me, because that's just how you are, right? But that is like excessive thinking. I realize I can't think what you're thinking and still think what I'm thinking and think what somebody else who's past in thinking, and it's just exhausting.
It is, and I thought that I was doing such a good job at it until I would leave a room full of people, and I'm like, I didn't feel this way when I entered this room. Someone just sucked the energy out of me, and I had no idea. Or I was like, but how am I feeling? Like how this person felt just now, and I had to take stock of my mental, the way how I work and the way how I receive. I'm like, oh no, you can't do this, and I had to put a stop to it. And again, I'm surrounded by so many people that do it, but for some reason I'm like, am I supposed to be learning from these people? I don't know, but it's so hard to do. I can't not think about someone else's feelings. I cannot, but it's a learning process, and it's a process that I'm enjoying, because it feels hella good to be like, you know what, you feel this way, but I kind of matter more. So and I almost don't want to do it sometimes, and I have to force myself, but it's something that I want to accomplish, so I setting my mind to it, and I'm gonna do it.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Listen, again, it's the steps and process. I listen to that, even realizing it's one thing for us to read something, it's another thing to kind of put certain things into practice, right? Mm-hmm. That is always the thing for me, is just practice constantly every day. Okay, so now we know that extra something, how she keeps motivated, sharing her story with us. We're having a chat with Miss Rochelle, all right? Miss Rochelle Griffith right here on the F.A.M.E Weekly Talk. Thank you guys for stopping by. I want to know, what would you say is the message? I know it's everything that you just said, but still I'm going to ask you anyway, the message in your music.
The message in my music, it's going to be mixed. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be some sexy stuff, and then there's stuff that I want to share my story in songs. My stories are, my past is a painful past, it's a happy past, it's a learning, And going back to what I said about my friend Dominique, that helped me out so big the other day. Hey Dominique, that helped me out so big the other day. The songs I'm going to be releasing about life and my story and inspiring others is going to stem from the same thing he told me, Ro, you fell down today, are you going to get back up? Do not let that doom you, and I want that to be the core message for a couple of the songs that I'm going to be releasing. You're going to have a bad day. You are going to have a bad day. But
why?
Yeah, right? But just get back up. Acknowledge that the day's happening. Acknowledge how strong you are. Acknowledge that, this morning I was good. Yesterday was good. But today I'm having a bad moment. I'm having a bad moment right now. And not even today, because half of the day's gone already. But in this moment, I'm having it's a bad minute. It's a bad 5 minutes. So I want that to be the core message, to just get back up. Just get up and go again. And the producer that's working on my stuff, he's a very big inspiration to me. And it's so important to have people around you that want you to succeed, want you to do your best. People that when you're calling them and they hear that you are crying, or they hear that you aren't happy today, say, hey, they stop what they're telling you. They can be telling you the most important stuff, and they stop and they say, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? And I've been blessed with those people in my life. So so my core message for the songs that are going to be telling my story is just to get back up. Don't stay down.
Well said. Oh my goodness. Wow. Are you working? I know everything that's happening with this virus and so forth, but you're getting your message out through your music. But are you involved with any sort of mentorship? Is something you're thinking about? Because a story like yours, again, and not even so much the past, because it is a learning path, and without it, this wouldn't even be, we won't even be having this conversation, learn and grow, So are you working, any future plans to work with, young artists, younger girls, maybe going through,
That's a plan. I've been approached by so many people to talk to other girls dealing with PTSD like myself, dealing with depression, dealing with suicide, and I've declined them. And you know why? Because I can't pour from an empty cup. I'm a big believer in that. And I'm not saying, and that isn't me saying, you know what, I want to be all good before I can give advice or before I can talk to somebody. I just want that I'm in a good mental space because, again, I'm looking out for me first.
Yeah, for sure.
And one thing I don't like to hear people say, oh, taking care of yourself is being selfish. Why is selfish even a part of that sentence?
Are you kidding me?
Why is selfish? Right? Like, why is self even, like, you can just say, I put myself first, and that's important. You don't have to say putting yourself first can to be, no. Why is selfish even there?
Not selfish, it's very selfish, actually.
Right?
It really is. You're doing yourself an injustice. You don't even understand that you're doing yourself an injustice. But anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, I have plans on doing that, but I want to be a certain way in my head first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want to when I speak to people, I want to believe wholeheartedly what I'm saying, and I want to know that what I tell them is going to work for them. Because people receive information different, people perceive things different. People think I think way different to other people. I don't know if certain people can take me. Some people can't take my personality because sometimes it's so out there, and then sometimes it's so straight and to the fact. And it's just I feel like I've spent so many years hiding. I spent so many years being sad. I spent so many years hiding behind my emotions, and I stopped doing that. And sometimes I even have to apologize for stuff that I say because but I'm not accustomed to this, I'm so accustomed to my old. So before I speak to people, I want to settle that first. I want to say, you know what, Rochelle? So there's still something that I'm learning about myself. I'm learning if I love them. I'm learning, Rochelle, is this something you like about yourself though? Is this something you want to keep? I don't know. Okay, Rochelle. Okay, you don't like that, Gary. I don't know. So I want to be sure of who I am.
Yeah.
I want that when I speak to someone, I want to say, yes, this is who I am, what I believe in, 100% before I go out and do it. So it's a journey, it's a healing process. So that's what I'm working on mentally now, to get there and then share my story. Because so many people are in tune with my story, and so many people, whenever I speak about my PTSD and speak about my past, my inbox blows up and I find people connect to me through that, and it shows me too that people don't have that many outlets. Because the people that reach out to me, I'm like, I don't even, you are a complete stranger, and in my head I'm like, I wish this body had a friend. I wish, because I wouldn't be available for them 24/7 like Heidi.
I know that's for you as well. To kind
exactly.
It's so much. I mean, even talking about it now, it's never something I always feel, for me dealing with the past, I have to not feel guilty anymore, and then I can just move forward, just not constantly relive it all the time and to be defined, by that, but for you to take on all of that, Rochelle, I need to get you some crystals, girl. I need to get you some crystals.
Yeah. So eventually I'll do it. Because I want to share my story, man. I get joy when people tell me I've helped them, when people tell me I've inspired them, and that fuels me, I was telling a friend the other day, sometimes we can't pull from our own strength because sometimes we don't have that strength, and that's why friends are so important. Some people don't dig friends. Some people are like, you don't need friends, but nah, the way my life was set up, I needed angels around me.
Okay.
And I needed that. But it also showed me that we need more outlets for mental health. We really need more outlets for mental health. We don't have it. And like I was saying in another life I had, we need to choose which friends we depend on, because some friends can't be there for you 100%, and you can't be upset that they can't be there for you
Exactly.
100%. And some people
Exactly.
are not okay with that. You know, you can't call, you could, but I don't think it's fair to call on my friend dealing with two children, working a not even 9 to 5, a 9 to 10, you know, has a husband, and I can't call, and then I can't get upset when she says, okay, Ro, I'm a little busy at the moment. I can't get upset about that, but I also have to know, you know what, Ro, don't call this friend when you are down, you know. So I
Yeah.
always choose. I have friends for certain things. I have friends for days when, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it works. You see,
and
there's
it
a
works.
plan to it. You don't have to
It
plan.
works.
Yes, we're building and moving together. That is the plan. See, with her friends. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work, man. Okay, so I want to know where can we find you on social media? Wait, hold on. Before you answer that question, so gigs are coming up. You're doing private gigs, so that's the only how we're gonna really get to see you. And of course,
Yes.
the 2 television shows that we're waiting to see as well.
Yes,
Okay, so
at the moment, yeah.
so it's gonna all lead up to your release. Look at that. It's a
Yes,
plan.
it's a plan. It's a plan. And
See?
you know, touching on another thing that I've learned within the past couple of months, when things come up and stumble blocks come in your way, don't get upset, because
No.
I've realized that it happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I realized everything is so connected, and everything happens for a reason. Like I was so excited about my birthday release. But stuff happened, and now there's a bigger plan leading up to said release. You know, like I'm working on a Christmas project with a couple of girls,
Yay.
couple of artists here. So that's going to
Okay.
be our Christmas project. Then I have another project with another artist.
Okay.
Can't call the name, but it
Not
involves
yet.
a whole set of different girls. This artist is doing something very interesting with different artists, female artists in Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
Then when we do that, we're gonna lead up to my stuff. So now, you know what, God, I hear you.
Look at
I don't
that.
even know why I was freaking out. I was like, look at that, you know. So I'm gonna be working, yeah. And I was sitting down with the producer, and I was telling him, you know what? I think this plan I think this plan is going to work. I think this plan is better.
Yes.
And really quick, I want to talk about him. His name is Brad Griffith. He's going to be producing my tracks.
Yes. Hey,
Um,
Brad.
hey, Brad. And yeah, so you can also find me on his social media as well, because he does video, he does my photos. So all the photos you see on my page, all the videos you see on my page, Brad does them. The graphic here with me.
That's
You
you?
can't see the words at the moment, but
No.
the
Brother,
face.
who's that chick on the screen?
That's me. So
Okay,
he
where
did
did she
all.
look?
Yes, it's in
Ah.
there.
Okay, Brad. I see you,
Yeah.
Brad.
So Brad did all of that, and Brad actually he just had a ad placement for Ciroc, and then
Okay.
he's going to be producing the music in a documentary coming out on Netflix really soon. So
Really?
yeah, so again, the plan worked for him because he was going to be producing my song. He's the one producing my songs, but the plan
Really?
didn't happen for July, and now these things happen for him, and then by the time it's for my, you see what I mean? Like
All for the greater good.
all for the greater good.
Look
Yes,
at that. Oh
yes,
my goodness.
yep.
I know you've given us so much inspiration, how to stay positive constantly and understanding good days and bad days, right? But do you have any advice for anyone now trying to get into the music business? Or even advice to people now, well, actually, yeah, in the music business? I give you 2 questions, so you're confused. Let me do it again. Advice to anyone that's looking to get into the music business.
You know, that answer has changed. That answer has changed in the last couple of years. And I'm going to be so honest. I don't know how many up and coming artists are watching this live right now. This COVID time is not for the weak of heart for
Oh,
artists.
God.
It's not. Like I was saying earlier, I know of artists that have been out of work since March in the hotel industry, and that was their only source of income. And this was since March. So you can imagine how it is for them. Are you strong enough to handle that? Are you strong enough to stay in that? Do you have the support system to say, you know what? I don't have $10 today to buy something because that's the reality of some artists right now. They don't have anything to buy stuff, you know what I mean? So when the day comes for upcoming artists watch me, when a time comes like this and you have $10, you have $10 to last you for the week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks? Do you have the mental stability to stay in it? Do you have the support system? Do you have something that you can something that keeps you grounded? Do you have that? Before I would say, yeah, man, come in. It's so much fun. There's so much ways to do this. There's so much ways to do that. You can make, because when I started off as a lead singer, but then I branched off into doing voiceovers. I branched off into doing jingles. I branched off into doing backing vocalists for 80% of the artists in Barbados. I do beginners vocal training. And before I would say, yeah, man, there's so many avenues. But this time, man, if you are not strong enough, guys, and I'm saying this with so much love, if you do not have that strength to stick through something like this is not the avenue for you. It's not all glitz and glamour. It's not all, yeah, boy, I can be on TV. Yeah, boy, I singing for Rick tonight. Yeah, boy, I put this ad today. I'm doing this jingle. Yeah, mommy, listen to me. I on the radio. You will have those days, but also when the work isn't coming, you know, and you're ready to say, all right, I'm done with this. I'm going for interview. I got an interview at this big corporation. No. So my advice would be right now, because my advice was different to 2 months ago, believe me. So my advice for right now is, if you do not have the strength to survive a time like this and be in the music industry, do not enter. Do not enter. You will have fun. You will make money when things are good, and you won't make money when things are down, you know, or when things are bad. But do not enter this industry if you are not strong enough. That's my honest answer. That's the most honest answer I can give.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Brutal honesty.
I don't know if that's something that you guys wanted to hear, but I just wanted to be.
This is not.
Yeah, I didn't wanna. Because like I was talking to some more artists the other day, and before it was different. You know, my response was way different. It was more on the jovial side and the happier side. But after hearing so many stories about artists struggling, that's what they're doing right now. I feel like my answer has to change, and it has to be honest, more honest, and brutally honest. Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, something will be put in place that artists could at least get a stipend of some sort, you know, to survive. I mean, this is, trying to some people for real. And we appreciate your honesty. We expect nothing less. Come on now.
Thank you. I hope I didn't crush anyone.
No. You feel good about your answer? Do you feel good? You stand behind what you just said a while ago? Then that's all that matters, right? Remember, putting yourself first, right? Yay. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
So welcome. I want to know what you find you on social media before you go. If you're doing any classes, you know, we can hit you up for classes.
So my social media is Rochie246. That's Rochie 246. My artist name is Rochie.
You see me typing, so when you come off, you're going to put it in.
So that's Rochie246. Rochie246. And you can find me on Instagram. I do videos. I speak about life. I sing. You can also find me on Brad's Instagram as well. I do my stuff there, and I do my photos, my videos. His Instagram is his music, her muse. So that's his music, her muse. I haven't started about my vocal training. Before we go, you asked for a line that people know. I'm not sure if you heard Mole's song.
Yeah.
My Mole song, it goes, Rochelle, can you teach me to sing? Can you teach me? So I'm that Rochelle. So on to my next point in vocal training. I do beginner's vocal training, but I haven't started that as yet. I'm looking for a location at the moment. Okay. But as soon as I find a location, I'll be starting back. The list is, but guys, I'm still at Satin student. So if you want to start and hear some truth, I do some beginner's vocal training. You can hit me up on Rochie246 and let me know, and we can go from there.
Yay! There you go, Rochie. Thank you so much for stopping by.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being so honest with us, and we wish you all the best.
Thank
Everything.
you.
Keep us posted. Let us know.
Yeah, I will. I'll send you my stuff when it's released, okay?
Please do. And have a great evening, my darling.
Okay, your cat. What's the name of your cat? Hey, I'm gonna be a cat mommy in 2 weeks, by the way.
Yeah, hi, Ra. He's so
Hi.
His name is Ron. He's so the personality. Yay! He's
I'm gonna have my first cat in 2 weeks. I'm a little excited.
He's super excited.
I'm a little excited. Oh, he's so big.
Yeah.
He's so
Okay.
big.
Thank you. It's a good experience, all right? Just make sure that you brace yourself mentally, and they'll tell you what to do. Get a little.
They'll tell you what to do. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll follow their lead.
Just start him off. You'll be fine. Yay! Okay, Roshi. Yes. There you guys have it. Wow.
Thank you for having
me. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. So guys, we are going to save that conversation. You see how honest? We love the honesty over here, man. You guys know how this works, all right? We do this every week. And now we're going to save this video and we're going to be back, all right? We're going to have a conversation. We're going to Mr. Patel. We're heading up to the hills. You guys know how this works, all right? We'll be back. Hi, Rob. My cute little kitty. Yay. Okay.